Okay, my dear student, good morning. Today I will continue the chapter carbon and its compound, and I hope today will be the last class for this chapter. So I am going to start the topic carbon and its compound. Carbon and its compounds. This is the second class, class 902. I am going to teach to you about the concept of organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Up to now, you are clear with the valency of carbon, about the carbon structure, as well as about the diamond and graphite, that allotropes of carbon. Now you should have to know about the difference between organic compounds and inorganic compounds. You are going to face the questions that what is organic compound, what is inorganic compounds, what is the difference between organic and inorganic compounds, how the inorganic compounds are dissolved in inorganic solvent, why the organic compounds are not dissolved in inorganic solvent. I will talk to you about these things in the today's class. First of all, let's know what is organic compounds. The first thing is you have to know what is organic compounds. To explain this or to give the answer of these questions, I will say that those compounds which contains carbon atom, all those compounds which contains carbon atoms, they are known as the organic compounds. But science is a subject of exception. There may be exceptions that there will be the presence of carbon atom, but they are not the organic compounds. That I will talk to you later. First, the definition is all those compounds which contains the carbon atom. All those compounds which contains carbon atom, they are known as the organic compounds. Previously and now also, organic compound is also defined as those compounds which is derived from the living source. के छ भन्दाखेरि कि अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्सहरु जनरली कहाँबाट obtain गरिन्छ भन्दाखेरि लिभिङ सोर्सबाट. लिभिङ सोर्स भनेको जस्तै प्लान्ट्स र एनिमल्स प्रोडक्ट्सबाट. तिनीहरु अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स हुन्छ. अब अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स हुन्छ भन्नुको अर्थ तिनीहरुमा के कन्टेन्ट हुन्छ त कार्बनको कन्टेन्ट हुन्छ. देयर इज द प्रेजेन्स अफ carbon atom. Therefore, organic compounds may be defined as those compounds which is obtained from the living source. कमिलाबाटै मानौ न एसिड जुन हाम्रो फर्मिक एसिड छ HCOOH र अरु अर्गानिजमबाट हामी एसिटिक एसिड को कुरा गर्छौं. लेमनबाट हाम्रो जुन प्राप्त हुन्छ. प्लान्ट्स या एनिमल्स त्योबाट obtained भएको सब्स्टेन्सहरु के हुन्छ त अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्सहरु हुन्छ. किन अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स भने किनभने त्यसमा कार्बनको प्रेजेन्ट हुन्छ. र those compounds which are obtained from the minerals, they are known as inorganic compounds. अब जनरली को कुरा गरौँ. जनरली इनऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स do not contain the carbon atom. Generally inorganic compounds मा के हुँदैन त कार्बन एटम हुँदैन. कुनै बेला कस्तो समस्या आउँछ भन्दाखेरि कि लिभिङ सोर्सबाट त्यो कम्पाउन्ड obtained भइरहेको छ तर त्यो अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स हुँदैन. जस्तै फर एक्जाम्पल you know HCl is produced in our stomach. HCl is produced in our stomach and helps in the digestion. The definition is all those substances which is derived from the living source. We are the living beings. This HCl is going to be produced in our stomach, but HCl is not an organic compound. The definition goes wrong. In science, the definition does not go wrong because there will be the exception. Like HCl is exception, though it is produced from the living source, it is not organic compound, and the answer is directed because it do not contain carbon atoms. The logic is only this much, that it does not contain carbon atom, so it is not an organic compound. But the definition says all those compounds which are obtained from the living source. माने केही एक्सेप्सनहरु हुन्छ तर हाम्रो डेफिनेसन जुन अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स को लागि छ त्यो म लेख्न गइरहेको छु. तपाईहरु लेख्नुस्. अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स. अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड के हो त यो अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड? All those compounds which contains carbon atom. All those compounds which contains carbon atom. All those compounds which contains carbon atom are known as organic compound. All those compounds which contains carbon atom are known as organic compounds. सबै compounds जसमा carbon atom हुन्छ त्यसलाई हामीले के भन्छौं त organic compounds भन्छौं. र यो हाम्रो कार्बन एटम त कन्टेन्ट हुने नै भयो. त्यसैमा हामी के पनि लेखिदिन्छौं भन्दाखेरि all those compounds which contains carbon atom are known as organic compounds, or all those compounds which are obtained from the living source. All those compounds which are obtained from the living source are known as organic compounds. यहाँ हामी दुईटा कुरा देख्यौं, जसमा कार्बन एटम होस् र अर्को लिभिङ सोर्सबाट obtained होस्. दुवै डेफिनेसनलाई मिलाएर हामी यसरी लेख्दिन्छौं कि all those compounds which contains carbon atom and are obtained from the living source is known as the organic compounds. Yes or not, my dear student? अब यो डेफिनेसनलाई हामी कसरी लेख्छौं त दुवैलाई जोइन गर्दिन्छौं. के गर्दिन्छौं? जोइन गर्दिन्छौं. कसरी लेख्दिन्छौं त all those compounds which contains carbon atom and are obtained from the living source is known as the organic compounds. Before 1828 AD, 1828 भन्दा पहिले, scientists believed that organic compounds cannot be prepared in the lab. वैज्ञानिकहरूको मान्यता थियो कि अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्सहरू ल्याबमा बनाउन सकिँदैन. They said that these organic compounds are prepared by some vital force or some mysterious force. केही दैविक शक्तिले मात्रै अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्सहरू बन्छ र हामी ल्याबमा बनाउन सक्दैनौँ भन्ने सोचाइ वैज्ञानिकहरू माझमा थियो. बट इन 1828 फ्रिडरिच होलर भन्ने साइन्टिस्टले, फ्रिडरिच होलर in 1828 heated the ammonium cyanide, NH4CNO. He heated the ammonium cyanide and urea is formed. And urea is formed. अब urea तो तपाईको it is found in the urine of a living beings. अब यूरिया बनिसकेपछि वैज्ञानिकहरूको कन्सेप्ट चेन्ज भयो. एहे, अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स पनि ल्याबमा बनाउन सकिन्छ. They go on investigation after the preparation of the urea, and at last a huge amount of organic compounds are formed. पहिला यूरिया बनेको हो कोबाट, फ्रिडरिच होलरबाट कहिले 1828 AD मा, which emphasizes the scientist, which stimulates the scientist, which encourages the scientist to develop more number of organic compounds. And at present, millions of organic compounds are prepared in the lab. It becomes panic to study. So these organic compounds are studied separately in organic chemistry part. पछि त यति अर्ग्यानिक कम्पाउन्ड्सहरू बनाउन सकियो र बन्यो ताकि त्यसलाई केमिस्ट्री अन्तर्गत मात्र नराखेर अर्ग्यानिक केमिस्ट्रीको पार्टै छुट्याउनु पर्ने भयो. र हामीलाई सोधिदिन्छ कि व्हाट इज अर्ग्यानिक केमिस्ट्री? द ब्रान्च अफ केमिस्ट्री which deals about the only organic compounds, which deals only about the organic compounds, that is known as organic chemistry. That is the branch of chemistry. And this organic compound is going to play a significant role throughout the world. माने यो organic compound अहिले यो संसारले नै रेगुलेट गर्न थालिसक्यो. Just now, this world is suffering from pandemic disease corona. How the medicine will be prepared? They have to prepare the antibodies. And what will be that? That will be the organic compounds. That will be the organic compounds which can treat this corona. So many medicines are made or extracted from the living beings, and the definition is which are obtained from the living beings, that is organic compounds. It means that most of the medicines are organic form. Now let's talk about the organic chemistry part and the history about it. At first, what is organic chemistry? Organic chemistry. What is organic chemistry? The branch of chemistry. the branch of chemistry which deals about the organic compounds. The branch of chemistry which deals about organic compounds is known as organic chemistry. The branch of chemistry which deals about the organic compounds. The branch of chemistry which deals about the organic compounds is known as organic chemistry. Now, I am going to talk that these organic compounds before 1828, before 1828 AD, it was believed, B-E-L-I-E-V-E-D, before 1828 AD, it was believed that organic compounds cannot be prepared from inorganic substances. Before 1828 AD, it was believed that organic compounds cannot be prepared from inorganic substances. But for the first time, in 1828 AD, Friedrich Euler heated the ammonium cyanide, NH4CnO, heated the ammonium cyanide and prepared urea and proved that organic compounds can be prepared from inorganic substances. Before 1828 AD, it was believed that organic compounds cannot be prepared from inorganic substance, but for the first time in 1828 AD, Friedrich Euler heated the ammonium cyanide and prepared urea and proved that organic compounds can be prepared from inorganic substances. Organic compounds is prepared from the inorganic substances. and rejected all the mysterious force about the concept of the mysterious force for the preparation of the organic compound. र जति पनि यो mysterious force को कन्सेप्टहरु थियो त्यसलाई के गर्दियो त रिजेक्ट गर्दियो. And now I'm going to proceed forward. I'm going to show you how the ammonium cyanide changes to urea. Here ammonium cyanide NH4CnO when it is heated. NH4CnO when it is heated, it changes to NH2-CO-NH2. NH4CnO. The compound is NH2NH2CO ammonium cyanide NH4CnO, and when it is heated NH2-CO-NH2 is formed, and this is the molecular formula of urea जुन हामी खेतमा राख्छौं. अब यो युरिया अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स कार्बन भएर भएको हो होइन. यो युरिया चाहिँ हाम्रो केमा प्राप्त हुन्छ त इन द युरिन अफ द एनिमल्स. अब यो युरिन अफ द एनिमल्स मा युरिया पाउनु भनेको त अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स हो, बिकज दोज कम्पाउन्ड्स व्हिच इज डिराइभ्ड फ्रम द लिभिङ सोर्स. अब यो युरिया अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स हो तर एमोनियम साइनेट इनअर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स. And Holler for the first time proved that organic compounds can be prepared from the inorganic compounds. Your concept clear? Now, my dear students, I am going to start the inorganic compounds. Here I am giving you the definition of organic compounds, organic chemistry, as well as about the vital force theory or mysterious force, and how this mysterious force is changed to the real form that organic compounds can be prepared from inorganic compounds. Who for the first time prepared the urea? That is Friedrich Holler when in 1828 AD. Okay, now what is inorganic compounds? जसरी हामी अर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड बुझ्यो त्यसरी अब इनअर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स मा जाउँ. फेरि त्यसको त्यो दुवैको डिफरेन्स गर्ने. इनअर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स. फर द इनअर्गानिक कम्पाउन्ड्स we have written that all those compounds which are obtained from the living source for organic, and for the inorganic compound all those substances which are made from the minerals. Yes or no? All those compounds which are made from the minerals, they are known as the inorganic compounds. We may say as rocks and minerals, that is the same thing. I am going to write for the inorganic compounds. All those compounds which are prepared, all those compounds which are prepared from rocks and minerals all those compounds which are prepared from rocks and minerals are known as inorganic compounds. और आपको definition कि all those compounds which do not contain the carbon atom. अब हामीले के पढ्यौं कि those compounds which contains the carbon atom, they are known as the organic compounds. Now for the inorganic compounds, all those compounds which do not contain the carbon atom, they are known as inorganic compounds. And here I am going to write like this: all those compounds which do not contain the carbon atom. All those compounds which do not contain the carbon atom. Are known as inorganic compounds. All those compounds which do not contain the carbon atom are known as inorganic compounds. माने त्यो सबै compounds जसमा कुन एटम हुँदैन त कार्बन एटम हुँदैन त्यसलाई हामी के भनिरहेका छौं त inorganic compounds भनिरहेका छौं. Okay, now I am going to give some examples of the inorganic compounds. That what are the examples of the inorganic compounds? Let's say example of inorganic compounds. Example of inorganic compounds में के हुन गयो HCl जस्तै HCl यो भने के त हाम्रो हाइड्रोक्लोरिक CHLORIC हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड है. HCl के भयो हाम्रो हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. त्यसैगरी बी नम्बर H2SO4 नामहरु अलि बुझ्नुस् के हो यो सल्फ्युरिक एसिड NH3 एमोनिया HNO3 नाइट्रिक एसिड CaCl2 calcium chloride etc. These are the examples of the inorganic compounds. And we also know about the organic compounds. The example of the organic compounds. What are the example of organic compounds? CH3COF, acetic acid, lactic acid, so many ethane, methane, propane, butane, these LPG gases, all carbohydrates. That there are millions of organic compounds. So, yes or not? Here I have used, so I have not written the example of the organic compounds, but I have given the example of the inorganic compounds in front of you. Now, I am going to give some concept on the difference between the organic compounds and the inorganic compounds. That what are the difference between organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Differences between organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Is your homework, but I am going to describe it. एउटा त तपाईहरुले बुझ्नुभयो कि organic compounds contains the carbon atom, inorganic compounds do not contains the carbon atom. और कुरा organic compounds are dissolved in the organic solvent, inorganic compounds are dissolved in the inorganic solvent. Why? Organic compounds have got the covalent bond, inorganic compounds have got the electrovalent bond. Organic compounds do not conduct the current and electricity and heat and electricity, but inorganic compounds conduct the heat and electricity. There are many differences between the organic and inorganic compounds. My dear student, I have given the homework. So please go through your books and write the differences between organic compounds and inorganic compounds. And for today's class, this much, and rest I am going, or I will explain you tomorrow. Again I will teach you about this difference between organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Okay, this much for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.